Hi everybody, this is Andy from All Things Mini, and as you can see, it's been quite a while since I put any videos up and what else have you. This video is really just hopefully a quick one. I say that every time and it normally pans out about 20 minutes long, but this is a quick video basically telling you that yes, I'm still alive and that I'm still here. I've got a great big dog just right down here. So what's new with me? Well, first of all, hope everybody had a happy Christmas and hopefully 2014 is going to be good for you. What's new with me is that I am just seeing the end of my road on my PhD. That's my thing. As you know, I should have finished a while ago now, unfortunately, for my PhD in astrophysics and planetary science. The only thing is that research has a tendency, sometimes it can throw a few spanners in the works, in which case it can make you delayed. But of course the hello, yes, good boy. Of course the issue is that even if you don't want it to take too long, it sometimes does, but the funding says you're only being funded for as long as you have. So my funding finished back in September, so of course I've been trying to find another source of funding, which I have been doing supply teaching. And basically you've got to be a nut job if you want to be a teacher, in my opinion. I'm doing it just for the money and that's nothing else, and that's pretty bad enough. So but I was watching just recently one of Lester Bursley's video from Awesome Paint Job, and he basically in it he said about the apathy and stuff. You got loads and loads of models to paint and all that, and the funny thing is that I had a real apathy over practically everything. As I said, my PhD was ramping up insanely. I was writing, doing very little else, and then I had to find that I was teaching teaching kids science and maths, which was as enjoyable as getting your wedding tackle caught in between two bricks, if you get my meaning. Basically, he said that when you're faced with hundreds of models and you've got to paint them all, but my issue was that I am practically an apathy towards everything. Now just over there, a lot of my undead and what else have you for Warhammer. Upstairs are my Flames of War tanks and stuff like that, and it'd been quite some time since I'd even started looking at my models. I passed my models, I do like my models, they look very nice in a little cabinet, and I'm rather chuffed with the paintworks on many of them, but I just wasn't bothered at all. I wasn't playing on my computer just there, I wasn't playing Warhammer 40k, Space Marine on it, which I do quite a lot. I wasn't watching people. I wasn't watching Joey Berry, Lester Bursley, the chap who bi-painted, all that kind of stuff. I wasn't watching any of that. I wasn't mini wargaming. I wasn't watching anything. I was just basically really, really sort of detached from the whole scene for quite some time whilst I was trying to get stuff done. But recently I started, playing. Last week really, I've been playing on Space Marine. I also had a blast on the old. If you can give me this, hopefully you can see that, the Dreadball kickoff with my brother-in-law, who played Orcs. I was Orcs last time, and I killed about 3 of his team. He was Orcs this time. He killed one of my team, but he still managed to win by getting a really lucky jack in there to score. But I've been playing that. I've been feeling like I want to paint stuff, and also I want to start playing 40k again. I've just got to get my mini rulebook from my mate who sort of seems to have permanently borrowed it. But I am starting to get back into the swing of things. I can show you just for the I printed this off today. I still have one chapter left to do, but if you can see this, if we can get this into some kind of focus. There we go. That's chapter 1. This is my thesis. 225 pages of pure, insanely hard work has gone into this. My thesis just seems to be this massive monster. I mean, we have page limits in. We have page limits, not word counts and stuff like that, in a thesis. And the maximum you can really get in a thesis is, well, it's a considered maximum. There is really no maximum, but a thesis should really have around about 250 pages maximum. Of course, depending on which university you're looking at. The main reason is that, you know, you want to send a good enough piece of, you know, document to an external examiner, but the external examiner has to read it. And they're not going to want to read something from about 300, 400 pages long. Now, this is the main body of text. I've still got my appendices and annexes to put on. I've got to put a lot of annexes on CD and submit it with this. But basically, the end of the road is almost here. For the last 2 months, I've almost been grabbing this damn end of the road, and you know. And this is an insane large amount of work. I've never had to work so hard in my life. It has been quite hell, really. I think if you can do the whole thing, you should be vivaed. You should basically be sort of, yeah, passed. You managed to stick it that long. But yes, this is my thesis in almost a final form. It's still got typing. I've got, as I said, my final chapter, which is chapter 8, conclusions. I've got a tiny bit of chapter 7 to deal with. Chapter 7, which was a laugh, 250 pages sort of maximum advised. My chapter 7 was 106 pages long before I had to slash it down. I've managed to get it down to about 74 pages, and I really can't get any further than that without losing too much information. So, yeah, there we go. So I played Dreadball last night. It was good fun to get back into that. Started watching people's videos, found a few new people on YouTube and what have you. But the main thing is, I don't want people just thinking, oh well, Andy doesn't ever put anything up anymore, so we're going. I just want you to realise that yes, I still exist. I still am here. Just please bear with me a little bit longer. I'll be putting up some more, you know, airbrushing tutorials, painting tutorials. I'm also going to try and put some back reps and some game reps as well, if I can find the people to play Dreadball. Anyway, so, you know, as I said, here's hoping towards a successful 2014 for you all and what else have you. Here's hoping that the next time, well, the next couple of times that you might see me, I will cease being Andy, but then I'll be Dr. Andy with another 3 letters to join the other 29 after my name. So anyway, cheers.